We have the brief summary of One Piece chapter 1177 thanks to 𝗡𝗡 so let's go over it from the beginning. The more details of the chapter thanks to read on from Arlong Park forums. The chapter of 17 pages. The title of the chapter is Anger. In the reader request in the cover, we see Robin planting flowers with moles. The chapter starts with Zoro and giants attacking Domi Reversed giants. Hajrudin uses Gungnir, Dorry uses Ikoku Sovereignty, and Stansen uses a new attack called Giant Troma, Giant Taiko. The three attacks split some Domi Reversed giant's body in half. Zoro uses a new attack called Santōryū, Akaoni Okomega, three-sword style Red Ogre Raging, that is similar to Rengoku Oni Giri attack he used against King. The attack slices one of Domi Reversed giant's head and body to pieces. Cut to Chopper's side, they are attacked by two Domi Reversed giants. Chopper uses Monster Point and slaps one of the giants. The attack doesn't damage the giant at first, but suddenly a shadow emerges from the giant's body and he flips back to normal. Everyone is confused about how Chopper did it. Cut to Sanji's side, Nami is feeding Zeus with some black balls while someone is grabbing Killingham's severed head that is seriously injured. Then we discover that Sanji, Franky and Jinbei defeated Killingham by separating his head, body and legs, preventing him from fully regenerating. Jinbei is grabbing Killingham's severed head, Franky is tying his legs, and Sanji is sitting on his body. Franky, if we put part of this in a box, he probably won't be able to connect them back. Sanji says, I think there is a way to end them for good. Anyway, these are the so-called knights in charge of protecting the Holy Land. Franky says, we have become just that powerful, Sanji. After all, Luffy himself is one of the 4 emperors. Sanji says, I sure hope so, but it infuriates me that a small fry like him put Elbaf through such hardship. Killingham says, underestimate me while you can, insects. Jinbei says, there is still one of them left, who hasn't taken any damage yet. Don't let your guard down. Cut to Usopp's side. Usopp runs to help Brook and faces IMU/Gunko. Usopp shouts at IMU/Gunko that he is more angry than scared now. Usopp says that they take hostages or turn warriors against each other are cowardly tricks. And IMU/Gunko hits Usopp several times and injures him. Brook says, Brook tries to help Usopp, but IMU/Gunko paralyzes Brook's body from a distance. Usopp stands up and prepares to shoot IMU/Gunko with a Kuro Kabuto. Usopp says, listen here, Elbaf is a nation of warriors where they live by their swords and shields. If you want to conquer this place, then fight them head on fair and square, you wimp. Imu says, a ruler need not dirty their own hands. Usopp shoots a skull bomb grass, but IMU/Gunko teleports in front of him, so the explosion covers them all. Usopp and Brook fall defeated while IMU/Gunko regenerates. Cut to Luffy's side. We see Nami scolding Luffy and Loki while both and Squirrel Ragnar tremble with fear. Nami says, how stupid can you two be? You find yourself another weirdo of a friend. It is nice that you got rid of the monsters, but the fire he spit out made the wildfire even worse. Isn't it completely against our goal to help our enemies burn Elbaf down like this? Get a grip of yourself. Ragnar tries to comfort Luffy by putting its hand on Luffy's back. This panel is hilarious, but Luffy turns around and starts shouting angrily at Loki. Luffy very angry. I got yelled at because of you, Loki. Loki says, very angrily, all I did was destroying the bastards who tarnished the land of Elbaf. Why do I deserve to receive the scolding from your own crewmate? Then Loki shoots a huge lightning attack from his mouth towards Luffy, but it doesn't affect Luffy. This scene is similar to when Enel used lightning attacks against Luffy. Suddenly, Luffy and Loki sense an explosion. In the epic final double page of the chapter, Luffy and Loki Ragnar arrive at the place of the explosion and face IMU/Gunko. Luffy is shocked to see Usopp and Brook injured and unconscious on the ground. Luffy says, Usopp, Brook. Loki, yes, this is the one whose haki reached all the way to the underworld. IMU/Gunko. Chapter ends with Luffy very angry and glaring at IMU/Gunko. Luffy, Loki, I'm furious now. Loki says, I never intended to go easy for this. IMU/Gunko. Obey me or die. Nika, Nidhogg, our battle will divide this world. End of the chapter, no break next week. Oh my god, guys, insane chapter, man. What a setup, man. Like Luffy, Loki, and Imu, they're about to throw hands finally. Like, the setup is insane. Like, Oda, all this build up is finally paying off in this moment, you know. The hype is real, guys, man. We have so much to talk about in this chapter, man. Like, I want to start from the beginning with the like Zoro stuff. We see Zoro and the Giants like were still struggling to like they're like going with their plan of like taking out the Domi Reversed Giants and like slicing apart each and every one of them. Zoro is using a new named attack as well, and it seems like they are cutting them into pieces as they planned. Like their plan was to like they saw that how Dorry and Broggy like they were flipped back to their normal form after they died in their Domi Reversed form. So after that they came up with a plan that to reverse the effect of Domi Reversed, you just have to like kill the infected victims and they will like flip back to the normal form. So yeah, we see the Zoro and Dorry, Broggy and the other giants like going with this plan, and they're like taking out all the Domi Reversed giants as they can, and it's not implied in the full summary if there are giants who are being attacked are flipping back to normal. So I'm curious with that. Is there attacks and their plan working or not? We're gonna have to wait for the images for that one. And yeah, man, and the shocking part is Chopper, bro. Like, what is going on with Chopper, man? Like, if we see Chopper and Gaban, they were attacked by two Domi Reversed giants, and Chopper like transforms into his monster point and slaps one of the giants. The attack, like, at first it didn't do any damage, but it suddenly a shadow like emerged from the Domi Reversed giant's body and it flipped back to normal. So bro, like, this might be like those Chopper devil fruit theories might be real. Like, Chopper might have some special kind of god devil fruit, like, which, and Chopper, it seems like Chopper doesn't even know what's going on. So yeah, bro, like, Chopper, it might be some like Chopper's devil fruit's awakening. Who knows, man? Chopper's devil fruit might be something similar to Luffy's as well, which that name was like hidden from history by the world government because of how dangerous it was and what it actually represents. So this is super hype. Like, Chopper upscale, you love to see it, man. Like, all the Straw Hats are getting their gas in this arc, man. Like, Usopp also locked in this chapter, but bro, like, he's up against IMU, so you need to understand that. So, and anyway, we then cut to like Sanji's side, and we see Nami's like charging up Zeus with some black balls, while we see someone is like wrapping Killingham's damn head in their hand, bro. Like, this is hilarious. Like, Sanji, Frankie, and Jinbei, like, they off-screened Killingham, and they have now like separated his body parts into different areas, and they're like preventing them to like come together, so Killingham doesn't get to like regenerate back to his normal form. So, and Killingham is in like pain, and Killingham is shouting, and we see Frankie and Sanji have a conversation like they're planning to like put Killingham's body parts into separate boxes so that they do not get back together. And Sanji says, I think there is a way to end them for good. And this makes me wonder if Sanji like is implying that if you want to end them for good, like, you need to have Conqueror's Haki. Maybe it could be that Sanji is going to awaken Conqueror's Haki pretty soon, but the way they easily took down Killingham, it is really looking bad for the Holy Knight's agenda. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, when the talk between Sanji and Frank in this chapter, bro, like, you love to see it. When Sanji says, I think there is a... Anyway, if these are the knights in charge of protecting the Holy Land, Sanji is like mocking the Holy Knights, like, he is just... how weak they are, like, they were so easily able to defeat them. And Frankie says, we have become just that powerful, Sanji. You need to understand. Luffy himself is one of the 4 emperors. Oof, man. The Straw Hats are Yonko crew right now, man. Like, this is so hyped to see, bro. Like, they're moving different, the Straw Hats. Like, I don't know, man. The Holy Knights might be strong, but the Straw Hats, I think we have been underestimating the Straw Hats very much, Like, they are Yonko crew right now. They should be able to like at least go on par with these Holy Knights at this point in the story. And we as a reader, I think we're underestimating the Straw Hats. And yeah, but still, the Holy Knights, I thought they would put up some sort of fight, but man, Killingham says something in this chapter which is really intriguing. When Sanji says, I sure hope so, but it infuriates me that a small fry like him put Elbaf through such hardship. At that moment, Killingham replies, don't underestimate me, you insects. Bro, this line gives me hopes that the Holy Knights have been holding back, or they have some sort of like second awakening, second transformation, like maybe IMU buffs them, or like they have been like holding back this entire time, maybe they can't go all out for some reason, and maybe IMU will now finally like, give them the permission to go all out, something like that, man. Oda, please make it happen, bro. Like, this makes it sound like Killingham has something in his bag, bro. Like, I really hope, man, this is not the way Killing Him goes out, man, because all this hype, and we were hoping so much from the Holy Knights and the Swords, like going having their 1v1 matchups, bro. It's not looking good at this moment. So I really hope Killing Him comes back and gives some sort of like competition and like challenge to the Swords, like it's better for the story, Oda, man. But I'll let Oda cook on that, and he knows what's better for the story. And yeah, that's it for the like Sanji's side. And then we got back to Usopp's side. Man, we were wondering where Usopp went in the last chapter, and it seems like he went straight to face Imu in order to save Brook. Man, this is crazy, man. Like, who would have thought in your 2026 One Piece prediction that Usopp would be fighting Imu, man? Like, oh my god, man. This is like outrageous, bro. Like, we see Usopp says Usopp like is trash talking Imu at this point, like how Imu is like not fighting by themselves. Imu is just using Domi Reversed and like magic tricks and all sorts of like turning giants against each other. And Usopp is like saying to like Imu that if you want to conquer Elbaf, show us how you can fight on your own. Like, don't use like magic tricks, and like don't like use your cheap like Domi Reversed techniques. Like Imu, like Usopp is basically calling Imu a Domi Reversed and magic spell merchant. Like Usopp wants to see Imu throw hands. Like Usopp is basically challenging Imu to like throw hands, like in a duel, bro. Like, and Brook also tries to help Usopp, but Imu/Gonko paralyzes Brook's body from a distance. I presume this is from like with the arrow. Like Imu/Gonko maybe uses an arrow to like paralyze Brook from a distance. And then at that moment, Usopp stands, and then Imu and /Gonko hits Usopp several times and injures him. Like, this is insane. Usopp upscale, bro. Like, Usopp is tanking Imu's attack. Like, god damn, man. Like, this is literally the final villain of One Piece, and Usopp is tanking attacks from Imu. Damn Imu, bro. Like, this is insane. Like, huge Usopp upscale. I don't know if Imu is a fraud or Usopp is just that guy. It's probably the latter, Usopp is just that guy, man. He got those up for a reason, man. Like, this is insane. And we then see like Usopp then gets back up, and he prepares to shoot Imu and Gunko with a card kabuto. Usopp then says, "Listen here, Elbaf is a nation of warriors where they live by their swords and shields. If you want to conquer this place, then fight them head on, fair and square, you wimp." This is insane, man. Like, Usopp, man, I think this might be Usopp's big moment in Elbaf, bro. Like, I don't know what more he can do at this point, Imu then slays, a real interesting line. Like, we have been wondering at this, like, for all this time, why Imu hasn't, like, Imu hasn't directly taken action, why Imu hasn't, like, gone into why Imu hasn't done anything on their own, and Imu is always, like, has taken a backseat and let his underlings do all the things, Then Imu says, "A ruler need not dirty their own hands." Yeah, so it's basically like Imu just wants to like aura farm and let their underlings do all the like dirty stuffs. Imu doesn't want to like get their hands dirty doing like dealing with all these insects. Imu is just like that proud of himself. Usopp then shoots a skull bomb grass. Man, this is hilarious. Those memes actually came out to be true. Like, do you remember all the memes that we saw, like how Usopp is like still shooting beams and like hot sauce, and while Imu is like summoning like demon army one after another, and this is crazy, hilarious. Like, but props to Usopp, man, going up against Imu, and like, yeah, we then see like Usopp shoots a bomb grass, and Imu like aura farms her. Like, this panel, I know it's gonna hit different. Like, Imu and Gonko teleports in front of him, so the explosion like hits Imu when like Imu is like in front of Usopp and Brook, and they all get like caught up in the explosion, and Usopp and Brook are defeated and they fall unconscious, but Imu/Gonko like slowly regenerates. Insane aura, bro. This panel, bro, Imu's aura farmer, you can just tell from this summary. We then cut to Luffy's side, where we see Nami is scolding Luffy and Luffy because they have been causing causing fires all around the forest. Their attacks have been causing collateral damage around the Elbaf, So Nami says, "How stupid can you two be? You find yourself another weirdo of a friend." So this is Nami meeting Loki for the first time, and yeah, this is hilarious, bro. Like, I remember when like Luffy wanted to recruit all the like how Luffy wanted to recruit a skeleton like Brook, and everyone was against it. How like Luffy easily invites someone weird to join his crew. And Luffy even wanted to like remember the zombies in Thriller Bark and the trees. Oh my god, those scenes, bro. Like this reminds me of that scene, exact scene when the entire crew was telling Luffy like, "What is the problem with you, man? Like, why are you like so easily gullible and trying to invite anyone and anything into your crew?" We see Nami saying, "How stupid can you two be? You find yourself another weirdo of a friend, bro." I'm really curious to see about Nami and Loki, like talking about Lola. You know, we do know Nami and Lola, that's gonna come into play later in the arc. I'm pretty sure about that. So, yeah, right now is not the perfect time to talk about that. But yeah, I'm hyped to get some more like Loki and Lola lore. You know, what actually happened between them. Like, you know, I think it's I think we're due for another Loki flashback, Loki and Shank stuff as well. I think they're all gonna be together. So we didn't see that. Uh, that Ragnar also like tries to comfort Luffy when Luffy is like getting scolded by Nami, and this is hilarious. But Ragnar is so cute, man. I'm really like curious to see this panel. This is hilarious. We then see like Loki gets angry at Luffy because one of Luffy's crew members like scolding Loki, and Loki just says that he just wanted to destroy the bastards who tarnished the land of Elbaf. Why is he getting scolded from Luffy's crewmate? Then Loki shoots a huge lightning attack from his mouth towards Luffy, but Luffy easily tanks it. As we know, lightning doesn't attack on Luffy because he's a rubber man, and this panel is similar to Luffy's when Enel used lightning attacks against Luffy, and suddenly we see Luffy and Loki sense an explosion. In the epic final that will play the chapter, we see Luffy, Loki, and Ragnar arrive at the place of the explosion and face IMU/Gonko. Man, this gave me goosebumps, man. Like Luffy and Imu's first encounter in the story. Like this is monumental moment in the story, bro. Like all these years we have been wondering like what will actually kick off the conflict between Luffy and Imu. Like when will Luffy know about Imu? And as we know, like Imu has known about Luffy since probably the beginning, bro. Like Imu has been keeping tabs on Luffy, but Luffy doesn't have any idea about who Imu is or what Imu represents. You know, like this is huge for the One Piece story, bro. Like if Imu is probably one of the final villains, like if not the final villain. So yeah, this is, bro, a pivotal moment in the One Piece story, and we see Luffy is like furious after watching Luffy, Usopp, and Brook unconscious beside Imu and Gonko. And Loki says, "Yes, this is the one whose haki reached all the way to the underworld." And Imu and Gonko, they're all having their face off, you know, like stare down. And the chapter ends with Luffy very angry and glaring at Imu/Gonko. Oh my god. How long have we been waiting for this moment, bro? Like all this build up is finally for this moment. We're here. The setup is here, and Luffy says, "Loki, I'm furious now." You know it's serious when Luffy stops laughing in Gear 5 and he is locked in, bro. Like this is time for lock in, bro. Like there's talk time for talk is over. It's time to lock in, bro. Like, and we see Loki saying, "I never intended to go easy for this." And Imu/Gonko ends the chapter with, "Obey me or die, Nika and Nidhogg. Our battle will divide this world." Bro, like pure goosebumps, bro. Like, oh my god, man. The hype is through the roof, man. And thankfully we have no break next week, and we're gonna dive straight into action. So it's peak all around, and the raw images drop today in like about an hour or so. So I'm super hyped to see the raws, and the full chapter is gonna drop probably tomorrow or maybe on Friday. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about another video making a review on the full chapter when it comes out. So yeah, I'm super hyped for that, and yeah, that's it gonna be for this video, guys, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.